Hello everyone, this is Wednesday, July the 7th, 2021. In downtown Halifax, it's 22 degrees at noon, going warmer than that today yet. So what a beautiful day to get out and make a video, and as you can see, I am in a beautiful place right here, and down at my feet I have a little friendly duck. See him? I think there's more than one. At least there's one there. He hasn't moved. Oh, there he goes now. I guess he's camera shy. I am in the public gardens of Halifax. This is not what the video is about. I'm just starting here. I came in here to sit on the bench and get myself rigged up for this video, and that's why I'm in here. So, anyways, we're going to go out on the street and walk around and see what we can find to do. It's such a beautiful day today. Everybody's out. It's just the streets are full of people, and it's amazing out there. So I'm going to take a walk out to the street, and we'll see what's going on today. But first, I got to put my backpack on, so I got to set down my camera right there. Okay? And there's my backpack, and I got to put it on because I forgot to put it on before I started my video. I had the strangest thing happen. These little ducks came over here where I am, and I think they were looking for food because they never left, but I don't have any food. There they are down there. Let's see if we can get a nice close-up of one of these ducks, if they wouldn't mind. I think I scared them with that. All right, let's go. Well, we'll walk out to the street and see where my feet take me. That's all I can say. I haven't got anything planned. We'll just see where my feet go. This is one of those days where I don't really have anything in mind to make a video of, but it's great just to get out and walk and see where I end up. And I don't really have anything to rant about today. Some days I do, some days I don't. Today's just one of those nice, peaceful, easy feeling days, as the Eagles would say. It's a peaceful, easy feeling. The sun's shining, warm, and let me show you that little thing right there, and that's the office where you go into the public gardens. One side of it, it's like a side instead of the main gate. It's a side entrance. So here we go, walking and ranting. We're going to walk this way, down towards downtown. We're not far from downtown. You might as well say we are downtown, because it's pretty much downtown. It might not be 100% downtown, but we're pretty close. So how's everybody today? I just answered a lot of my viewers. If I missed you, I'll get to you. I did a bunch of them, went down through my faithful viewers and tried to answer the most that I could in a short amount of time. But if I haven't answered you yet, I will. I gotta get home tonight and look down through my list again and see. Thanks for everybody, my new subscribers who have subscribed. It was only about a week ago I was at 377, and now I'm at 381, I believe. So I got a few new subscribers. Thank you very much. I'll try not to let you down. I'll give you some good content from Nova Scotia and some good things to see and some good talks. All that stuff. I got a lot more things planned yet to do that isn't even in this, no one knows about yet. But when they come out, you'll know about it. I'm gonna be starting a second channel here before long, and I'll give you a little hint. It's got something to do with music. But that's all I'm going to say for now until I get it organized. We're going to have a different type of channel. It's not going to be a walking video. It can be something else. But I don't want to say until I get it going. So keep watching. I'll let you know on this channel where to find my second channel when I get it going. Okay? Has something to do with music, because I am a music lover and a player of music, and it seemed natural to gravitate to something like that. So anyways, here we are at the corner of South Park and Spring Garden Road, which I started a lot of videos here. So I don't think we're going to go down Spring Garden today. We're going to go through the intersection over towards Victoria Park, and we'll see where we go from there. A busy intersection right here, as most of them are downtown. I've been walking around here for a while today, but not making a video. I just put my headphones on, listening to music and having coffee. So I've had enough coffee for this morning, and it's actually noon hour right now. And so I thought a great time to start doing my video at noon hour. And I know my last video was a walk around, an afternoon walk downtown. This one might be too, but it'll be a different walk. I started here last time, but I'm not going to go far down this way. I'm going to cross the street and look at some stuff that's going on. It seemed like it wasn't that long ago those buildings over there were going up, and now they're renting. Imagine that, eh? Things progress pretty fast. I'm going to get out on the street where I can see the things that's going on. There you go, for renting right there. Nice design too. Want to look at it? Very nice design. The balconies are all in their own separate spot. Very nice. And that building is new as well. You can see it's not quite finished in the middle. The more buildings we get downtown in this area, the better it'll be here, because a place is always good when you got a lot of people living. It's high density. It's good for businesses and restaurants, any kind of business down here. You got a lot of foot traffic, you're going to do okay. If you haven't got much for foot traffic, then you're not going to do that good. My gimbal went crazy. I think it's the wind. Let me see if I can get it straightened up. Yeah, it's I don't know what's going on here. It went crazy. It's flying all over the place. I got to try to get it under control here. There we go. I don't know what happened to it. These things happen sometimes. It's a Bluetooth connection, and sometimes you lose your connection and you can't control it at all. It just flies all over the place. It used to happen to me fairly often, but it hasn't recently. But it happened there. So I'm hoping it's still a little out. I'm going to try to straighten it up. There we go. We're back on track now. I'm going to cross the street right here. And we'll walk up here, which is, I don't know. I'll tell you what the street is when I see a street sign, okay? It runs parallel to Spring Garden Road, but it's down one block. It's the back end of the buildings. And you can see they're not, this one's done, but that one back there still got some work to do. And there's all kinds of places to live right down here. It's very high density. There's a building there that's quite high. And there's a lot of people going to be living down in here. A lot do now, and a lot more will when they get these places filled up. And it looks like things are going to loosen up here from this pandemic. I can only hope that we're right, that we've got it under control. We're almost. And the long-term prediction is is going to be with us for a long time, but only in a limited capacity. And we may have to get a booster once a year to fight it, to make sure we don't get sick from it. You have to get a booster once a year. That's a small price to pay for your freedom and things. This is Clyde Street, by the way, I'm on. This is Clyde Street, in case you want to know. 1 street south of Spring Garden Road, but walk in the same direction, okay? Anyway, as I was saying, a booster shot once a year is a small price to pay for not having to be on lockdown, and you're free to come and go and do everything you want to do, and the stores are all open, and you can gather in groups, and you won't have to fear the COVID virus, because if you kick your booster once a year, everything's good. So that's how we're going to have to treat this. And sounds good to me. I'd rather take a booster shot once a year and have my freedom than be on lockdown all the time. And you just get used to being free, and all of a sudden you're back on lockdown again. So that's no fun. So let's all get our shots and get this thing under control. Let's all get our shots, get this under control, and we'll be okay. I have a feeling we're headed for everything opening up, because about 2/3 of the country now has had at least 1 shot. That's where I am. I gotta wait for next month for my 2nd shot. So that will be great, and by then we should see everything opened up. I think it's August 8th or something like that, my 2nd shot. Look at all these new buildings back here. We're just loaded with new condos back here. And you can see them, better look at them in the back than you can in the front, because there's other things in the way in the front. And back here you can see them good. So I'm still on Clyde Street, which is a residential street, as you can see, but we're just 1 block away from the businesses on Spring Garden Road. It's actually a very good place to live. Isn't this a nice looking building right here? I love these old buildings when they're well maintained and they look really good. It's a nice street to walk on right here too, because there's no businesses on it, but it's still a beautiful street to walk on. Of course, that large building right over there is on the corner of Spring Garden and Barrington. So we are walking in that direction, but we're taking this residential street, Clyde Street. And that would be the back end of the library right there, which you usually see it from the front end when I'm walking by, but today we're behind and you can see it from the back. All right, let's go down the street. Let's see, I'll tell you what street we're on as soon as I can, okay? But for now, we'll walk down this street. You know, in a city the size of Halifax, you got to be creative to find something to make a video about 2 or 3 times a week. But I always manage to give you something and try to make it interesting, try to make my little talk interesting as I can, and I hope you like it. A lot of my viewers say they do, so we'll just continue with this style and try to give you something fresh every day if I can. Now, I'm going to be going to the city for a few things shortly, because we've already done Peggy's Cove, and we've been up to Kentville, berry picking, and I got a few other things in mind yet where we're going to go before the summer's over. And I think we're going to be taking a trip to New Brunswick. And I had one of my viewers wants me to do a video around Amherst. So I just might be able to get in there on that trip to New Brunswick, which is going to be in the first part of August. So hopefully that'll work out. It'll be nice weather that day, and we can stop by there and make a video. I don't know a lot about Amherst, but I used to do deliveries down there. Okay, we are at the corner of Morris Street and Queen Street. South Street. Morris Street and South Street. I think. Queen. I had it right the first time. Morris Street and Queen Street. All right. So I guess I can walk because there's no light here. So you just take your turn and go across. Okay. So there we go. We'll keep right on Queen Street. We just passed Morris, but we'll keep on going. It's not very often I walk down Queen Street. I got my jacket on and it's really warm, but I'm going to open it up at least to get a little air in here, and I'm hoping that maybe I'll get a chance to take it off somewhere. My lace is untied. I don't know how that happens, but I got to stop somewhere and tie my lace up. So we'll be doing that soon. Maybe right here. Maybe here's a good place to do that. Okay, so here's what we'll do. I'll set this down right here, and I'm going to tie my lace up, okay, because it came untied. That's why. There we go. All right, off we go. I got my lace all tied up. Whoops, went the wrong way. There we go. Now we will head back. We'll keep on heading south. Heading in the south end, heading down south. So sometimes that happens. My sneakers come untied while I'm walking. But fortunately, I've got my tripod on my gimbal, so I can just set it right down. No problem. If I wouldn't have had my tripod on, I would have had trouble to do that, because these things don't like it when you lay them down and they're on. They flop all over the place and something could get broken and it might not function right after. But if you got the tripod on, you can just set it right down and do whatever you have to do. So here we go, still going down Queen Street. Oh, somewhere here we'll take a street. Then head towards the business part of the south end. At which time I'll probably take my jacket off and rearrange my things in my backpack and put my jacket in there and take the stuff out of my pockets that I might need. And because it is quite warm now to have a jacket on. This morning was cooler. It was nice out, but I could wear a jacket comfortably. Just leave it. It's not a heavy jacket. A very light denim jacket, and I like it because it got pockets. When I put it in my backpack, I won't have any pockets, so that's why I like wearing my jacket. So we are now down to South Street, and I think we'll go through the intersection, and then we'll make a left. They're getting a red light here, so I should be able to walk across now with my walk signal. And then we'll make a left down South Street. There we go. Queen Street and South Street. Maybe I better hit my button. There we go, just to make sure I get my walk sign. What a beautiful day this is. Absolutely wonderful. But soon my coat must come off. I'll show you what I got on, and you'll know why I need to take it off. See, my denim jacket. It's got a nice place to clip my microphone on. And it comes in handy. I got pockets on it. I got lots of pockets on this jacket. I got 4 on the outside and 2 inside. So I got lots of pockets. Carry my wallet and my phone. Well, my phone's on here now, but when I'm not using it, it's in my pocket. And different things that I have, my mask and all that stuff that I need is in my pockets. But I'll have to come up with something else, another plan. Which I got my backpack on, so I can take everything out of my pockets, stuff my coat in the backpack, and put my backpack has pockets on the sides too. I can put my things there. Because I really do need to take my coat off because it's quite warm now. So when I get down here, we'll find a place where I can sit down, and I'll set my phone down while I take my coat off and empty my pockets and put my coat in the backpack and all that stuff. We are heading down towards Barrington Street, which, if anybody doesn't know by now, is one of the main streets in downtown Halifax. The two main streets in downtown Halifax are Barrington and Spring Garden Road. There's other streets, but those are the 2 main ones. Barrington runs north and south, and Spring Garden Road goes east and west. Not exactly, because I was driving up there one day and my car said I was going northwest. So I guess it's not strictly north and south, east and west. It's more like northwest and north and southwest and northeast and southeast. It's not exactly a true north and south and a true east and west. But we call this the south end. And way up that way, you can't see it, but way up there is the north end. And the direction I'm going in is east, sort of east, and west is behind me. Sort of. It's just that our streets aren't true north and south and true east and west. But you get the idea. It's not that complicated. So we'll make our way down to Barrington, and then if I can find a place to set my phone down, I'll get out of this coat because it is warm. So I'd like to say to all my viewers who make comments, I appreciate your comments. I don't get any negative comments. I absolutely don't get any. And I'm really proud of that because some people get negative comments, but I don't get any negative comments from you, my viewers. I value each and every one of you. You're so good. You give me the push to keep making more videos. And so you're wonderful, all my viewers, and I just want to say thanks to my many viewers out there and the people who make comments to me. Appreciate it. All right, let's see. Let's cross the street when we can, and we'll walk by the park. This park, I'll tell you when I get over here what it's called. It's been renamed, so this had another name which I promised I would not say that name again since it's not the name of it anymore. So I'm not going to say what it used to be, but this park is now called Peace and Friendship Park. The last time I came down here, I told you what it used to be, and I made a promise that that name would not come out of my lips again. So, true to my word, I will not say the name that this park used to be called. And I might as well walk over and show you the sign where they named this park, because that's a beautiful name, Peace and Friendship. I just got to find it where it is. Somewhere it's in here. They might have moved it. I think it's over here. I see something over here that might be it. If not, oh, I see it. I see the sign now. We'll walk down to the sign. And then we'll come back and we'll see what this is right here. But first, we'll go down and read the sign. I know I did it once before, but for anybody who hasn't seen that video, you recognize this place because there's the Weston Hotel and the Via Rail train station and the bus station over there. And so you recognize all this stuff. This is a little park in the south end here with swings and stuff and place for kids to play and people to sit and have lunch and talk. It's a great little spot. So this is now the Peace and Friendship Park. I just wanted to show this sign one more time. Okay, so there we are, Peace and Friendship Park. And it also says it in Mi'kmaq, which is the native language in mostly in Nova Scotia and some parts of New Brunswick. And I'm not sure about other provinces. I do know that out west it's mostly Cree. But here in Nova Scotia, the main native language is Mi'kmaq. So there's it is, Peace and Friendship Park in Mi'kmaq, which I won't try to say it because maybe one day I'll have somebody who will teach me how to say that and I'll be able to pronounce it properly, okay? And down at the bottom we have peace, forever in peace. Great, I love it. I love it. There's the do's and don'ts of this park. I won't bother getting into all that, but I do love that name for this park, Peace and Friendship. Absolutely think it's the best name they could have chosen. All right, we're going up here. This is where the statue was that came down of a certain individual that we're not going to mention their name anymore. But this is the pedestal where the statue was. And now it's gone. And we have something else here to take its place. And we're going to investigate and see what we have here. I'm sure this is temporary until we get something more permanent here. But let's just have a look. These are stones. Add your rock to show support for every child matters. Oh, isn't that wonderful? Isn't that wonderful? And there's chalk here. Oh, I see. There's stones. Find your own rock and show support for every child. Isn't that wonderful? Yes. Well, let's see. No pride in genocide. Absolutely true. This is
Johnson, come! Johnson!
I'm going to think about what I'm going to say because I'm not going to be hasty. I like to say something, but I don't want to be hasty with what I want to say. I want to plan it out. So next time I come by here, I'll have something all planned out that I want to say. Yeah, a great idea. With all the stuff that's going on with these residential schools, we do have to commemorate that some way. We can't just let it go by and then forget about it. We gotta keep the memory alive. All those kids that died in those schools, it's really sad. So hopefully maybe we'll get a monument here in this spot to honor all those kids. That would be wonderful. A big statue here and honoring all those kids that died in residential schools. And promise that we're never going to have anything like that ever again, like residential schools. We don't need that. We don't need separation. What we need is people come together, not separate. We don't need a school for Native people and a school for white people and a school for black people and a school for this and that. We need people to come together and get along and show real friendship to each other. That's what we need. I told you I wasn't going to rant today, but I couldn't help myself. Sometimes I have to rant. So I didn't lie. I changed my mind. Okay. We have to rant sometimes to be heard. I hope the message is clear, because I'm not the only one who feels that way. A lot of people feel that way. It's time to come together, not separation. Come together. Show some love and compassion and friendship to people. There's a lot of people out here walking around. They spend all day, they don't talk to anybody. Say hi to them. Smile and say hello when you meet somebody on the street. I've had that happen a few times. One day I was walking down Gottingen Street and I had my Bob Marley mask on. And two older black gentlemen were standing there. And when I came by, they saw my mask and they smiled and said hello. Nothing about Bob Marley, but just said hello. And I knew they said that because they were happy that I was wearing a Bob Marley mask. And I smiled and said hello back. And it was great. Two total strangers. We had something in common. I was wearing a Bob Marley mask, and they were about my age, so I know they probably were into Bob Marley back in that time. And he was one of those figures you just can't forget, even though he's been gone a long time. And not everybody's a follower of Bob Marley or knows all his music. I pretty well do. I know most of it. I grew up in that time when Bob Marley was big, and what he was saying resonated with a lot of people. And the message was good. Love one another. Don't hate. Hate will tear you apart. Hate will kill you. Love will not. Love will build you up and build others up around you and just make everything so good. So that's the message of Bob Marley, and it's something that got ingrained in me as a young person in my 20s. I'm well beyond that now, but the message is still there. I'm going to stop and let this car go in because I'm not in a hurry. Some people might be, but I'm not in a hurry. I'm never in a hurry. If I come over here in the city, I got all day. And I'm not in a hurry. I can stop and wait for cars to go by because I'm going nowhere. I'm just walking around. Walking around the Southend today, making a video and having a little rant, which I love rants because you get a chance to say something important. And nobody's ever criticized me for having strong opinions on things because they're not negative, they're positive. I don't say anything negative about anybody, any group, any kind of people, anybody. I don't say anything negative about them. Only positive things. Bob Marley had a song, Positive. Remember that? Okay. Let's see. We're going down the south end here, and if anybody knows me, they know where I'm headed. On the other side of this building right here is a Tim Hortons, and I love Tim Hortons coffee. I say there's three things that keeps my sanity intact: coffee, exercise, and music. Those are the three things I have to have every single day in my life to make it good. Coffee, exercise, and music. My exercise is walking around making these videos. Most days when I make a video, by the time I get home, I got 15,000, 20,000 steps on. And that's good. That keeps you feeling good, energetic. When I get home, I'm not tired. I'm energized from talking to you folks and from making these videos and walking. Or maybe it's all that caffeine and the coffee that gets me all hypered up. I don't know. Could be that. Could be everything rolled into one. I'm not sure. I know when I stop in here, I'm going to get rid of this jacket. I wanted to do that sooner, but here we are. I'm down here. And, okay, they're waiting for me. I got to get across here while they're waiting. And, okay, it's a busy spot here today. But I'm going to go inside and get this coat off and get organized before there's 007, James Bond. I'm a fan of James Bond movies too. I like Bond. I got a whole collection in my dresser drawer, DVDs, James Bond. All right, I'm gonna stop right here. And let's see, how long has this video been going? I say long enough. We could stop right here and make this video end. And hello. So this is a good spot to end right here. And so if you love this video that I just made, and you like my little rant, and you like Bob Marley and whatever else we got here, you push that like button. And I'll be thrilled when I see that like button. And if you're not yet a subscriber, you can become a subscriber. Very easy, it costs you nothing. Just hit that subscribe button and I'll have one more subscriber on my list. Okay? And there's a notification bell there. If you hit that, you'll get notified. As soon as I make a video and post it, your bell will go ding and you'll look at your phone and say, Halifax Walker got a new video out. So, I'm going to turn around now. There we go. I'm going to face the street. All right? Bye for now. Au revoir. Okay.